So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to my OnePlus 10 Pro 5G unboxing and first impressions. Now, OnePlus was kind enough to send this out. However, this is not a paid review unboxing. They simply sent out the phone in exchange for a review. So you could see right here, we do have OnePlus 10 Pro, 8 gigs of RAM, volcanic black, 128 gig storage, Qualcomm 5G. The box you receive will just be the box. You know, there's a regular OnePlus box. This is the media kit right here, but I want to showcase it just because they got some nice presentations here and I thought it'd be quite interesting. So you can see right here, we do have the OnePlus 10 Pro 5G co-developed with Hasselblad. So they're continuing their partnership with Hasselblad, continuing to improve the overall color science and stuff like that. We'll talk about that in the future review. But down here, you'll see there's another pull tab, and they're showcasing right here this new 150-degree field of view camera that comes on this phone. You're gonna get an incredible amount of, wide angle on this one. So if you're the type of person who's like, man, the angle's not wide enough on some of these ultra wide cameras, this might be the phone for you. So we'll leave that right there for now. And then of course they were kind enough to throw in the camera case. So if you're into these nice camera looking cases, this is going to be a good one. You'll see this is the quantum photography bumper case black right here. Premium protection, durable fit, unique design. We'll pop it on later. And then you'll see right here, we do have the classic sandstone bumper case. Everyone loves the sandstone from OnePlus. That's how they started their phone back. So you can see right there, bumper case black, premium protection, unique design. Good case selection right here for the OnePlus 10 Pro. So let's go ahead and get into the phone itself. All right, so let's take the wraps off this thing. It's gonna cost you $899 for the 8 gig, 128 gig version, so 8 gig of RAM, or $999 if you want 12 gig, 256 gig storage. So you can see Hasselblad branding right there, and does say again like co-developed. And then you could see right here, one thing I noticed right away is the box is much larger than what you'll see on some competitors' boxes, but that could be meaning we have some stuff in there, maybe a charger. You'll see right there, welcome, and then they'll have their nice welcome card. As always, never settle. You do have yourself a SIM card tool there, and then we do have quick start guide, safety information. We know the drill here, and yes, here is the OnePlus 10 Pro 5G. So this is going to be the update over the OnePlus 9 Pro, bringing it to the modern era. And I got to tell you right out of the box, this thing is fire. It feels super premium, what you've come to expect from the latest OnePlus devices. So let me take that sticker off right there. So this kind of looks like it's sandstone, but kind of feels more like glass. It's got that look though. So if you like that sandstone look, you're gonna like it. And look at this camera housing. Wow, this thing is massive. And if you say stovetop, I wouldn't be against you on that, but I think it's really unique. I think it's quite beautiful. It's letting you know, look, man, I have a great camera system here, and I'm gonna let you know with that Hasselblad branding. I'm gonna let you know with this big camera housing that I came to play with the big boys. You can see right here, it kind of wraps around the edge of the body right here. So a very clean design. And then it has these nice ergonomic, comfortable curves here on the phone. I'm glad they sent the volcanic black. I've seen the green before, so it's nice to see that color. So let's go ahead and see what else comes in here. And here is a 65-watt Super VOOC charger. This thing is supposed to charge this thing from 1 to 100% in about 37 minutes. That is absolutely ridiculous. 37 minutes you could charge this thing? Wow. You can see right here, USB-C to USB-C. That's about it. So they had to make the box a little bigger to fit that stuff in there. But wow, I gotta say, pretty decent value here. Not most phones are including chargers and fast chargers like that right in the box. So first impressions right from the start, we're now in the phone. I skipped through the process. It's just fingerprint, Google, sign in, stuff like that, OnePlus stuff. I gotta say, this is the most comfortable phone of all the flagships out right now. In terms of ergonomics, this thing is comfy. It's like a good weight. It's at 201 grams, so it's not overly heavy. It's very well balanced. And it's not super light either. It has a nice amount of heft to give it a premium feel, but not too heavy to be cumbersome. If you like a comfortable ergonomic phone and you want a large phone, you're really gonna like this one. Now, right out of the box, you are gonna get Android 12, Oxygen OS 12.1, and 8 gigs of RAM, and also you'll get 128 gigs of storage. This will be available starting on April 14th for T-Mobile. It also can be found on OnePlus.com. You can pre-order it now. In addition, you can also get it at Best Buy if you want to order it there. Now, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just telling you like it is, where you can get it for your own good. Amazon is also going to be having this one available. Let's take a look at these wallpapers. I'll give you my first impressions on those, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the cameras and stuff. So they did throw out a nice set of wallpapers. Some of the older wallpapers from some older OnePlus phones, but these look like some new ones right here. So not bad. We already had that one on board. I think I just re-enabled the same wallpaper. Let's talk about the camera. Some of the newer features here in the camera, and I'm going to be taking a look at this. I'm not going to talk about all the specs here. You can read a spec sheet yourself. This 150-degree view right here. So you have this ridiculously wide view, kind of trying to emulate what you see right there. You're going to be able to get these super wide views. And then you have this fisheye mode as well. This can be pretty creative if you're into like doing fisheye video and stuff. Looks pretty fun. Looks like a pretty fun camera. In addition, another thing you don't see much on OnePlus phones, I think the 9 Pro had it though, but is the 8K video. You could do 8K 24, and you could do 4K up to 120 FPS. So gonna be quite interesting to see how smooth that is. I usually do 60 FPS videos on the channel. You have a nightscape mode, which is also available on the front-facing camera. So if you want to do night mode on the front too, you can do that. The front-facing camera is said to get a lot wider as well, and I could see it already. Look how much of me is in the frame already, and I'm only in the office. I could imagine if you have a group photo, pretty cool. But really with OnePlus, it's always what is the results like? So stay tuned to the channel. I'm gonna go take this out, see what it's capable of, and we'll get back to you. But dual video is on board here as well. I haven't seen this before. You can now have different views and use both cameras simultaneously. That's a pretty neat feature here for the OnePlus. So the camera is going to be the talk of the show here. It's going to be a real big deal. On board is Snapdragon Gen 8.1 or 8 Gen 1, whatever. I sometimes say that backwards. You get the point. It's the latest CPU on board. And if you go with the 12 gigs of RAM, you'll have even more power than this one over here. On the whole, I can tell you already right off the start, the animations look buttery smooth. The phone feels liquid smooth. And with this fluid AMOLED display on here, it's going to be super smooth. OnePlus is even guaranteeing this will stay smooth for at least 3 years and like buttery smooth. So your experience is going to be very smooth on here. I think I said smooth about, you got the smooth counter? I think I said that about 100 times, but that's the fact about this phone, is going to be very fluid. So I do like that. You got the natural tone display, HDR video support. I mean, this thing is loaded. This is a spec monster of an Android phone. And if you're looking for that, you're going to really enjoy this. Another thing is it has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in here. And for some reason, it still feels light, even with that 5,000 milliamp hour battery in here. So you're going to be loaded. And of course, you kind of get this more vanilla-like Android experience with Oxygen OS, making it just some nice enhancements to the overall experience, not overloading you, but you get things like work mode, life mode, Zen mode to get a little bit more Zen. Very clean. If you're not into the overabundance of features, but you want some nice enhancements, you'll love this thing. If you're into the more minimalist feel, this is an excellent choice right here. Another thing to note, I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, this does have a screen protector installed right out of the box. That's a nice touch. I like when they have screen protectors right out of the box, and you'll see that front-facing camera is off to the left. So a little bit different than a lot of the phones that have it right in the middle. Ultra-thin fingerprint sensor on board. Feels very snappy. As always with OnePlus, they're claiming it'll be a little bit faster than before. So that's going to be a solid option for you there. Like I say, feels light, feels premium. Again, I'm going to have to give it a run. I like how they got the Hasselblad branding right there. You do have the classic OnePlus silent switch. It feels like it's playing up there with all the premium phones. It really does. It doesn't feel like it's a step behind or nothing. It feels like it's at the top of the game as well. So if you want an alternative option to something, on the market, and you want it to be comfortable, you want a beast camera, you want beast specifications, and you don't want to pay over $1,000 for it, you want to pay $899, it's going to be a solid phone option. Let's go ahead and take a look at these cases. I'm going to go with the sandstone first. So again, it kind of looks sandstone on that volcanic black, but it actually doesn't feel that way. So you're gonna wanna put a case on this to improve the feel of this device. Not that doesn't feel great, it feels amazing, but I'm saying you probably would drop this if you're just running around too fast. But man, look at that look though. That is beautiful. They got like little speckles in there. I don't think I've seen that many speckles in the back of a phone. You can see right there, very nice. Man, they've come a long way since their beginning days. You could see right there, very clean with that sandstone case, highlighting that camera still. Amazing grip with this one on here. My only issue with these cases is that OnePlus has been making these cases forever. It kind of feels like any OnePlus phone when I put it on. So I'm gonna leave it off while I'm in the house just to get the feel of this phone. But if you want that grip, you're gonna want that sandstone. Now this one right here though, you can see right here, this will give it a unique look because I haven't seen a case that looks quite like this one. They do make similar ones before for other OnePlus phones, but this one is unique to this newer device. And it's letting you know I got a beast camera on here with this quantum photography thing. It's gonna remind you to take some photos. Pretty cool look. Let me see what inside looks like. So you can see it just says designed by OnePlus. Kind of like a aramid fiber look on the inside there. Let's go ahead and put this one on. Yeah, now I'm feeling this. This is clean. This looks like I'm about to go take photos, about to go do some work. It looks high tech. Looks very amazing. So into that. The grip, not quite as good on this case, but solid nonetheless. So let's wrap it up here on my first impressions. I gotta say, I think this is a great option to enter the market. I think OnePlus is definitely playing at a higher level than they used to. They're going all out the best they can with this camera, and this is a big deal in 2022. Everybody wants a great camera. I'll have to put it through its paces. Stay tuned. I'll probably have a review out for you in a week or two. Let me get some time with this, but natural color calibrated display, fisheye mode, 150-degree view angle, 3.3x optical zooming with this camera, an improved design. Overall, just having, you know, just all these specs crammed into one, a promised 3 years of very smooth usage on here. And of course, you're going to get some major OS updates as well. 65-watt ridiculous fast charging, huge 5,000 milliamp hour battery, a thin fingerprint sensor, a really comfy feel. I mean, it's everything in a phone. It's a beast here. It's just like the other high-end phones on the market, but I think the Oxygen OS is going to make it much smoother than a lot of competing Android phones, and that's going to be the strong suit here. The cameras and how smooth Oxygen OS is and how minimalist it is. It's a very sweet setup. So let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you want to see going forward? I don't want to cover every single detail here. This is not a review. This is just an unboxing video. So let me know what you want to see on the OnePlus 10 Pro going forward. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Nick here. Be sure to be well. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.